what I learned from following 100 plus multimillionaires for 30 days. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what have they all mastered previous to being known and rich, and this is important, previous. You're gonna know exactly the number one traits to continuous growth they all have in common. You're gonna know also the most valuable skills they have developed to be successful and how can you also develop those skills. And the 4 millionaire mindsets. And this is how I call them, the 4 millionaire mindsets. Hello everyone, I am Marco Aparicio and I got into this self-improvement, self-development world about a year and a half ago, and just because I wanted to make something for myself. I didn't want just to keep relying on my parents, and so I wanted to start making money. And so I started reading all these books for self-improvement, business books, spiritual books, all these kinds of books. And I started following successful people like Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, Jay Abraham, people you may have heard. And about a month ago, I went all in and I started following every successful entrepreneur I could find. And so I started noticing some common traits these people have, and I started connecting the dots, and I started writing all these things so I can share with you guys. And here we are today. So we're gonna start with the first trait that I noticed, and this is the most important one, okay guys? What have they all mastered previous to being known and rich? And for this trait, I'm gonna tell the story of, well, not the story, but part of the story of Steve Jobs. Now, do you know what was the favorite book of Steve Jobs? Probably you don't know, but it was actually a spiritual book. It's called Autobiography of a Yogi. You can search it out if you like. And Steve Jobs, in the beginning, he focused his attention on finding this realm and improving in. He realized that the most important skill was basically controlling your mind, because if you control your mind, you control your destiny. That's how I think about it. And so he started reading these spiritual books which help you do exactly this, help you control your mind. He even, you can search it out, he even went to India to live for, I think it was 7 to 8 months, just to learn, because in India there's a lot of spiritual teachings, there's a lot of gurus, teachers. This is a very spiritual culture, India. I'm even reading Bhagavad Gita, which is a spiritual book from India also, but this is out of the topic. The thing is, Steve Jobs found that this was the most important skill he has to develop in order to get the life he wanted and all the things that he wanted to do. He has to first improve this skill of controlling the mind. And so I think he found this deeper realm by being curious, by wanting just to find it. And this enabled him to create this incredible brand, which is Apple. He was very famous and earned a lot of money, as you may know. And so the most important thing that you have to do first when you start, try and master controlling the mind. And this is what I'm currently trying and putting a lot of my energy into. And you can follow Eckhart Tolle. I'm learning from him. He's a very good spiritual teacher. You're going to learn a lot from him. discovered him from the Power of Now book. You can read it also, it's an incredible book. But yeah, this is where Steve Jobs, like the founder of the most valuable company on earth, full stop, started. And this is how I noticed that most of successful people have mastered this control of the mind. Although Steve Jobs started like this, I think, and this is my opinion, okay, I think that throughout his journey, he lost a little bit this inner realm or this path that he started with, because I heard some words or some quotes that he said, and he was like, after he got cancer and he was really weak already, he regretted most of the things that he did at the end of his life, because he said that he was only focused on money and fame, and I think he lost a little bit of this path that he started with. Now, the number one traits to continuous growth they all have in common. I've heard stories of these successful people and how they spend thousands and thousands of dollars on learning, on keeping growing themselves. They buy all kinds of courses, of events, of challenges. They go to masterminds just to keep learning and absorbing all this information to apply it in their business and apply it in everything in their lives to improve their performance or whatever. And they know that all this information can really be found in books. Like all the information you want to know about, you can find in books. But these people know that the time you spend on books, you can just pay for someone who have read already these books. You can pay for it and squeeze all this time into just 1 or 2 days of learning with that guy. So they see this as an investment in themselves. They spend a lot of money, but they know that it's going to be worthwhile in the future. So this is one trait to continuous growth. Another trait they have that I noticed is that they put themselves continuously on uncomfortable situations for them. And this is just, I think it's very important. We have to get out of our comfort zones to keep also growing. These successful people, these billionaires, go to events in front of thousands of people. You really think that these guys want to be there? Like really, you think that these guys want to give speeches to thousands of people? No, they don't want it, but they know they have to do it. They know they have to keep pushing themselves and putting themselves in uncomfortable situations. For example, sales calls. Sales calls are difficult, like cold calling someone that doesn't know you, that haven't heard about you, and you trying to sell that person. Like you get nervous. I've tried that, and you get really nervous if you don't frustrate, if you don't control the mind. But nevertheless, it's uncomfortable. And these people do it. These people put themselves in this type of situations. They record YouTube videos. Do you think I will record YouTube videos on my spare time? No, like it's uncomfortable. I wouldn't do this for fun, but I know I have to do it. So I try these things, I do these things. And putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, getting out of your comfort zone is key to your growth. Now, the most valuable skills they have developed to be successful. I've noticed also that these successful people, these millionaires, they all are incredible speakers. They all are they all are incredible communicators, storytellers. They express ideas in a way that people feel people feel they want to follow these people just because of who they are and how they express themselves. And I think this is incredible skill to have. Marketing, sales, public speaking, I would call the art of words. This is what they have mastered, the art of words. They are incredible speakers. They communicate their ideas in a way that they move people with them. If you master this skill, it's one of the most important skills you have. The 4 millionaire mindsets. And first one is the curiosity mindset. And I've noticed that these people are constantly asking questions. They are curious to the world around them. They're curious for everything. They're curious about how everything works, why it works, why wouldn't do in another way, why do it in that way, that particular action. They start asking and asking and asking questions about everything to get to the essence of everything. And the purpose of this is to learn. If you get to the essence of things, you learn about those things. You stay on the surface of everything, you are not going to really learn. You have to dive deep on everything. That's why you have to ask questions to get deep on every topic. And they are very good at this. Second mindset, the student mindset. And I'm gonna put a nerdy face. Okay. The student mindset. Don't mind my art. And this is related to this one, but the student mindset is more of a humble mentality and humble character. They want to learn from everybody no matter who they are. And here I will also include they invest in themselves as much as possible, as I explained earlier. Traits, student mindset, they invest in themselves a lot of money to keep growing and to keep learning. Now, third millionaire mindset, the win or learn mindset. I'm gonna put a trophy here. The win or learn mindset. And what this means is that they don't see losses as losses. They see as opportunities to keep learning. So these people don't really lose. They see everything as practice. If they lose, they see it as practice. They see it as a test that they run over and over again until it is perfected. No matter what they do, they apply this win or learn mindset to everything. For example, they are putting an ad in their business and it doesn't work. Well, they learn from it, they change things, and they test it. It doesn't work again, they test it another time. Win or learn mindset, incredibly important. And the fourth and last mindset is called, what I call it, the many to little mindset. Many the 4 millionaire mindsets, guys. And the last one, the many too little mindset. What this means is that they break every goal or every objective that they have at the present moment into smaller, more manageable goals, and they focus on those small goals instead of focusing on the big goal. You know what I mean? For example, Russell Brunson, he explained that if you have a dream car, let's say it costs you $1,000 to lease this dream car. Well, let's say also you have a business that sells a $50 product, no matter what you sell. It costs $50, okay? And what this mindset is seeing the car as saying, okay, if I have a $50 product and I sell, let's say, 20 per month, then I get $1,000 per month, right? If I only sell 20 products, I can get my dream car. If I only sell 20 products per month, I can lease my dream car. So they don't see a dream car as big goal or whatever, you know? They put it in a small and think about it in a small parts. Another example, Jay Abraham, which is an incredible business owner, in one of his talks, he said he bought a car for his wife. It was a Mercedes convertible, I think. Let's say this car cost 50K today. Now he said that 50K will cost him just 2 days of coaching. He didn't say, wow, 50K, what will I do to pay for this? No, he said, that's 2 days of coaching. So I've noticed that they don't see goals as this big thing. They just, okay, I'm selling this or I'm offering this. How much will it take me to buy this thing that I want? How much in terms of time, in terms of units, in terms of, in terms of small things. They all have these 4 mindsets. So yeah guys, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys found value in it. Tell me if you have noticed another trait that these successful people have that I haven't talked about. I will be more interested than no one to know it. Put it in the comments and I will try to respond to it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.